Good evening, guys. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Good morning, Mason. Yeah, well, I guess what time is it? Your time? 12:30? Yeah, it's a little late. Yeah, that's true. I guess it is the 6th for some of you, if you're stayed up late to tune in. Chat's kind of light this evening, huh? I have a feeling it was a rough day for some trading. That slow grind up was kind of ruthless. Kind of ruthless. I only took one trade today. That was it. Once I got trailed out of my long position, I definitely exited. Yeah, it looks like we've got, what, 6 people here right now? Something like that. Mason, did you take anything else? Oh, good. What's up, Cade? Cade's up late, too. 480 is not bad. You can make that back in one trade. Cade, I saw you you catch a trade late in the day. Or the trade finally went in your favor late in the day. Let's put it that way. Cade, you've been Midnight Oil. Yeah. You've been exclusively trading YM lately? Full confidence. 3 hours of... Well, let's see. Where were you short from? Were you short? What's up, Sin? You were short from 500 on YM. I saw you post that earlier. Let's see here. So you took what, like 50 points of heat? It's not too bad. That's not too bad. For those of you that are tuned in and were paying attention today, let me see here. We do have the new trading plans channel for all the members that have signed up for a YouTube membership to my channel. They will get access to my trading plans pre-market. Not sure why it's not loading. Oh, there it is. Let me do something here quick. So you will have access to my trading plans. I just gave a brief analysis because I kind of posted it in the main chat in the Discord today. But this was my read pre-market. I actually posted this at around 8 a.m., a little bit after 8 a.m. My time. The key level for me was 20,020 to 20,040. I said if we hold above, look for targets at 120 and 200, extension up to 300. If we reject that level, target to the downside 960, 860, and 750. And then today, we'll go to market open. Today, we opened up right around that level. And as you can see, the first move was up to 20,001. What is this? 110. The second move was down back into that level. The third move was back up to 20,190. So that's pretty close to... I mean, if you followed the trading plan to a T, there were 2 trades in there that were bangers. Absolute bangers. And definitely covered the $5 a month YouTube membership. I mean, at the very least. Yeah, Cade. What's with the Barney the dinosaur? The Barney the dinosaur coloring on your... I'm sure you know what they all mean, but I was like, what am I looking at here? I'm seeing a lot of purples and pinks and greens and... But yes, I definitely mentioned to Mason, I'm like, what's going on with his charts? Good levels. All right, yeah. Put the legend in for me so I understand what I'm looking at. Yeah. My levels are all one color, Cade. My levels are all one color at this point. They used to be red and green. I used to do that for like when I was in good gains, so that like newer traders knew like, hey, this is a possible sell area. Hey, this is a possible buy area. But it didn't look as clean. And honestly, once I added the glizzy indicator to my charts, you know, the buy zones are green and red. It kind of threw things off, so I just went to a flat gray for my levels. Tonight, kind of what I want to see. We're kind of holding below that 20,030 level. Very true. Very true, Cade. Very true. As long as you know what's going on, that's really all that matters. We're kind of hanging out below that 20,020 to 20,040 level. I'll be looking for rejections to step in here to possibly take a short this evening down into that 960 once again, yesterday's overnight lows. That will be... What's up, Kayvon? Welcome, brother. If this is your first time, I'm glad you're here. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps out the channel. And also, if you aren't a member of the Discord, there is a link in the description to our free Discord. Everything is entirely free. Lots of good traders in there. I know I say it a million times, but everybody knew. I feel like I need to give the rundown. But that will be my read tonight. I'll probably stick to NASDAQ unless we get a glizzy print on... Hey, Forrest. Welcome back. Do you? Do you, Kevon? You got your channel? Nice. Is it under that same name? Forex DXB? I'll give it a look after the stream for sure. What's up, Palm? Yeah, Kevon, I'll give you a sub. I'll give you a sub and give it a glance over for sure. I'm going to be watching this 20,020 level to 20,040 area, looking for rejections to step in with shorts targeting down here into 960 on the overnight. Like I said, we probably won't get much movement. Your fundamentals. So you like news. You like news headlines. The glizzy indicator. Okay, so the glizzy indicator is an indicator designed by my friend Banana Bread Trades. He also has a YouTube channel. If you aren't subscribed to him, check out his channel. He's a really good trader. But this is basically his strategy that he wrapped up into an indicator. And what it involves is it's a mean reversion play, meaning he's looking for when price is overextended to either the buy or the sell side and initiating a trade that's going to target back to the mean, right? Which in this case is the 200 period moving average. So he's got his expected range here, which is the noted by the red and green lines that you see. And then he's got the Keltner channel, which is these gray lines are the outer bands of the Keltner channel. The blue line is the 200 period moving average, which is the Keltner mid. And what you're looking for is price to be either in between these two red lines or two green lines, and price to also be either touching or outside the outer band of the Keltner channel. But what you also need is down here, he has an oscillator, so to speak, that's based on harmonic patterns. You also either need this to be below minus 70 for a buy signal and above 70 for a sell signal. So it's kind of like his version of a MACD or an RSI. It's a good indicator. It's a good indicator. I haven't quite figured out how to perfectly execute trades off of it just yet. It's not good in high volatility situations or news events, so you kind of want to steer clear because it will print a lot of false signals. But overall, in like a normal market, why am I thinking about shorting, Sin? Because if we reject this 20,020 to 20,040 here, let me go over to my other charts so you guys can see. We're kind of just chopping in a level right now. This was the level that we launched off of, but we couldn't get back above 200. I would have expected if more buying action would have came in, it would have pushed us up to that 300 level and Friday's highs, like ran Friday's highs. However, sellers are stepping in trying to defend that level, so I'm kind of leaning downside right now. We're hanging out underneath central pivot. We are hanging out below the 20,040 level, so I'm looking for rejections to step in. That doesn't mean it's going to go down, but I'm looking for some sort of price movement down here to explore if we have more buyers hanging out lower. We got FOMC this week, so I'm not expecting a whole lot outside the range. Yeah, Forrest, it's a real good indicator. If you're interested in more detail about what goes into it, obviously I'm not going to go into the half-hour spiel that it would take to fully go into all the details that are in the Glizzy indicator. Go check out Banana Bread Trade's channel. He's got a full tutorial on what goes into it. You're waiting too long? No short at all? Yeah, I mean, we're in an uptrend, right? Like overall, we're clearly trending up, right? But us not able to take Friday's highs yesterday was pretty telling to me. We could just chop in this range until Wednesday, until FOMC. Like I could be wrong here on my read, but I'm kind of looking for these lows to be tested again. So like maybe we come up here to I don't know, like the kelp mid and reject and continue down a little bit. But that's just me, for what it's worth. How'd everybody trade today? Were we green? Were we red? I know Mason already told me he was in the red. I'm pretty sure Cade was green today, trading the YM. I was green today. I finished the day up just shy of $900. Oh, nice, Cade. Up 480. Yeah, FOMC generally produces high volatility, Kevon. Yeah, Mason, you were on the op. Yeah, that's right. You lost 480 and he made 480. Yeah, you guys are, as a team, are flat on the session. Once again, I'm gonna be hands off until at least for another 15 minutes or so. Nice, Sin. What were you trading today, Sin? It's kind of funny. I know when it's been a rough day for traders, right? Not speaking to you guys directly, but I know when it's been a rough day to traders, when the chat's really quiet or my views are down because they've had, they're just trying to regroup and reset mentally. And they want nothing to do than to watch a trading stream. They don't want nothing to do with it. This is your reset, Mason? Yeah. Yeah, GLOBEX, I mean, GLOBEX movement sometimes provides some opportunity. Other times it's kind of meh, you know? Oh, yeah, Palmetto, are you done with jury duty? Sin, you like high volatile stocks? Yeah, you like living on the edge, huh? Oh, you finished today, Palm? All right, so you'll be on for trading with the boys on Friday? What's up, Tenor? Nice. Nice. Yeah, it'll be good to have the boys back. It's been a couple weeks. I actually haven't talked to Dave all day today, really. He was posting this morning, and then he went silent, so I would assume something happened. Win or lose, we all have to up. Eventually, we will win. It's true. I mean, eventually, yes, you will win. I'm just so protective of my capital. I like seeing that slow, smooth equity curve going up. But don't get me wrong, I've seen people risk it all and make big dollars. I've also seen people risk it all and lose it all. I don't know. I'm very I'm risk averse. Let's put it that way. Like I said, I might take max 5 trades a day. If I've traded more than that, I know it's been a bad day and that I'm kind of tilting. And I probably shouldn't be trading at that point. Bad things happen at anything over 10 trades a day for me. I said before, I'm not really a good scalper. Like, I know some people are really good at just picking out the 10 points and running with it. I'm not that trader. It's true. That's what I was explaining that to Mason earlier. And him and I have had this conversation numerous times over the past year, 2 years, however long he and I have known each other. But if you miss a trade, right, the worst thing you can do is FOMO into the position late. That's the absolute worst thing. The markets will continue to move. There will be another trade set up eventually. It's better to just wait for the trade rather than get into some risky position in the middle of nowhere and just because you missed the entry. There will be another trade. It's better to have nothing go on than to take a big red loss. Yeah, exactly, a person. Exactly. I've become comfortable with. I miss a lot of trades, right? Like I miss a lot of positions. My biggest losers are when I get involved. Like I draw my levels on here. When I get involved in the middle, anywhere that you see in the black is generally not a good sign for me, right? Because what you see in these black areas is just a lot of chop, a lot of back and forth. And if you're not executing in the right spots, your risk is no longer defined because, say you're short from down here at 20K, right? Your stop's all the way back up here above this resistance level at that point, and you're risking 40 points. That's $800 on a per mini contract. Whereas if you were to just risk from here, you're only risking the 20 points because you know that it's no longer a valid trade if it breaks out above this 20,040 area, right? So executing at key levels is important. Your first year day trading, you lost 100K, Sin? Oh my goodness, I don't know if I could handle that. Oh, I was paying attention to the chat and I wasn't looking. My move happened. Or is happening. Let's see if we can get the pump back up here. I have a feeling we might just flush this out. Yeah, man, 100K is a lot of money. That's a lot of money to anybody, really. I would definitely be hurting on a 100K loss. Shoot, I hurt when I lose a couple grand. There was one day, I don't know how long ago, maybe 2-3 months ago, where I was tilted, and I think I lost a little over 11K in one day. I was not in a good mindset. And I'm usually really, really good at recognizing when I need to walk away. My red days, I try not to let them compound. When I have really red tilting days, that next day, generally, I'm just watching the markets. I'm not getting engaged in the markets at all. I'm usually just walking things off, so to speak. But trying to stay in tune with the market so I know what's going on. But like I've said, I've known people to put on 100 minis, 200 minis on, trading institutional size on their accounts as well, and make millions. But I've also watched them go into drawdown millions as well. I can't live like that. When you're risking everything that you've got on one trade, that's just not wise. Especially if you have that kind of capital. Yeah, it is insanity. It's absolute insanity. Yeah, Kate, I don't know how people do it either. YM's kind of nice because it doesn't move as... It's not as volatile as like NQ or even ES. And it's $5 a point kind of deal. Palmetto, hopefully he's retired. Hopefully he's retired. I haven't spoken to him in a few weeks. In fact, I probably should reach out to him here soon just to make sure everything's okay. But yeah, I haven't spoke to him in a few weeks. Hopefully he's buying a nice big house and property and quitting his job and retiring, Hopefully he never trades again. Yeah, Cade, it's a lot more comfortable in a YM trade than it is in an NQ trade. for sure. There you don't risk the well, in YM's case, it would be like 100-point wick out of nowhere. You've never traded NQ before, Sin? So NQ, like when I started trading, the NQ was trading around, you know, in between 6,000 and 9,000. And that was shortly after COVID. And a 300-point move on NQ those days was an outlier, so to speak. That was a massive trending day when you had a 300-point move on NQ. Now sometimes you have a 300-point move in a matter of 10 minutes, sometimes less. So it's different trading NQ now than it was back when I started, right? Yeah, Kate, I agree. The YM is it's a lot safer ticker to trade, for sure. It might not move much, you know, it might not move that much at points, but at least levels are levels, and you know where you should be executing. Yeah, Kate, I agree. I like sitting in trades. In queue, you kind of have to, I don't know. If you don't want it to risk giving a lot back on your trade, you kind of have to tight trail on your stop. So yeah, I agree with you on that front. Obviously, if he's still down, we're going to have Banana Bread trades on Wednesday evening with me, Goose, for a collab stream. It's always a good time when he comes on. He's welcome on my channel anytime. You're not a grandpa yet? Yeah, people make fun of YM traders, but honestly, you can make a lot of money on the YM. You can make a lot of money on the YM. And it's not, you don't have the heart attack that you have on NQ sometimes. Like NQ, you'll be 40 points up on your trade, $800 up on your trade, and in half a second, you know, Trump tweets something and it's gone. But no, I would suggest people that are just getting into futures, I would suggest they start on something like YM. I wouldn't suggest starting on NQ like I did. It's very tough to trade. Yeah, so Fed Day, I generally don't. I make sure that I'm out of a position an hour before that FOMC is printed at 2 o'clock Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern, my time. I make sure I'm out of every position by 1 o'clock my time. And I make sure that I don't trade again until usually 3 o'clock my time. You know, that gives Fed Chair Powell time to talk. That gives all the algos time to work themselves out. And we kind of can see what's happening at that point in time. A lot of people do, A-Person. A lot of people trade Fed. What a lot of prop firm traders do is they'll get a bunch of Apex accounts and just YOLO them. They'll just try to pass a bunch of Apex accounts on the Fed release. Just max contract. If they get lucky, they get lucky. Apex has been smart in the past where they will offer a massive discount. Not that they don't always offer a massive discount, but they'll go like 90% off on their evals just before FOMC. Like maybe tomorrow they release something for 48 hours. So everybody's just loading up on those evals, and 90% of them blow their eval in 2 seconds. Yeah, how did Palantir perform? Awful, I'm assuming. I didn't even look at it. I wasn't watching earnings. I shut my charts off at around, I don't know. It was early. It was early. I got back on and looked at it for a minute, but I wasn't trading. You hate Trump, bad for business. Oh, man. Looks like we got 25 people in here now. That's a good... thanks for showing up, guys. I know it might have been a slow day. You know, that slow grind day. What did that guy call it last night? Zombie grind, I think is what he called it. That was what today pretty much was. Until the very, I don't know, the last hour, really, it started picking up to the short side. Yeah, Palantir is going to be one of those. It's almost like trading crypto. You know, it's almost like trading a meme coin. Same thing with Nvidia these days. I would steer clear of those tickers. Personally, you can make a lot of money, but you can lose a lot of money really quick on those things. And since I'm risk averse like that, you know. Oh, we're just kind of chopping around here, aren't we? Completely sideways. You guys have any questions or anything you want me to go over? Or you just want to chat and chill and hang out? We can do that too. Like, I like the short side. I need an entry higher than where we're at right now. At least 10 points higher. Time is now. The futures run 23 hours a day. So they close the markets and at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard and reopen at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern. But 5 days a week, 23 hours a day. By the way, welcome to Time Is Now if this is your first time here. I'm Wes. Nice to meet you. Those of you that are kind of lurking and tuning in for the first time, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. What is a good investment amount to make an actual profit when you're trading futures? Okay, so here's the thing. If you've never traded futures before, I focus mainly on the U.S. indexes. Futures is leveraged. So each contract is leveraged. So one mini contract on the NASDAQ per se, this chart that you're seeing here, each point is $20. So it's 20 to 1 leveraged, right? Same thing with the ES. So this is the S&P 500 futures that you see up here in the upper right. That's 50 to 1. Each point is $50 per E-mini contract. Same thing with the YM. The YM is down here on the bottom left. It's $5 a point per contract. And then the Russell, I believe, is also $5 a point per or a tick. I think the Russell moves in tenth, like decimal places. But have I tried Forex? No, Forex is regulated here in the United States now, a person. We can't really... Can I trade in and out during futures? Yes, so you can short and buy the market. So like there's a buy and a sell button. So you can make money, but before market starts again. So you can hold trades in position, but they have margin. Most brokers have a margin requirement, which is fairly high for overnight holds, right? Like I'm with EdgeClear, they're my broker, and the overnight hold right now is like, I want to say $12,000 minimum in your trading account in order to hold a position overnight. But with the volatility recently, they've been increasing margins, and they'll be as high as, you know, 25,000, 26,000 margin requirement in your account in order to trade a mini. The nice thing about futures is they have micro contracts as well, which is 1/10 the size of an E-mini contract, which allows you to get involved in the game for a little bit less than you need. There's no PDT rule in futures trading, so you don't need that minimum $25,000 if you're in the US in your account in order to day trade. Mason, I'm not going to short it just yet. So futures are nice on that front. They allow you to get involved, but futures also have prop firms as well that you can really get involved or start learning how to trade futures for a relatively low cost. And once you pass their evaluation and prove that you can trade, they put you in a funded account, which allows you to make real money on that time that you've invested. So like aside from my personal account currently, I trade with 2 prop firms as well. Top Step being one of them, the other one being Take Profit Trader. Top Step, they have different account sizes for how much you want to risk. And you would just have to decide which one fits your investment criteria. But I would say minimum on a personal account, the time is now, I would say minimum if you don't have, say, $5,000, and even if you're putting in $5,000, you're strictly trading micro contracts until you build an account balance to, say, I don't know, at least past the margin requirement to hold overnight, $11,000, $12,000. But futures are nice because they're fast. You can get in and get out, and there's no PDT rule. So like for instance, today I was long from 20,040 here. I was targeting 20,120. I think I was long on this candle here on the reclaim above. I got trailed out at 20,000. Mason, what was it? 20,085? Is that where I got trailed at? So virtually, yes, the same thing. The time is now. So you're either, it's kind of like, you know how in options you can buy put options, meaning you want price to go down. It's kind of similar to that, as far as you can make money to the downside, but you're agreeing to buy the stock back at a lower price if you think the stock's going to go down. But yes, it's very similar. It's trading all the same. It's just you're not buying stock A and need it to go up in order to make money. Do you see what I'm saying? So like if we think the Nasdaq's going to go down, we'll come down here and hit either the market sell, the market bid, or the market ask on the red side here, which is shorting the market. Or if you want to go long and you're buying the Nasdaq, you would hit one of these 3 buttons. Man, Mason, I really need to open up a practice account so I can give live examples of this stuff without risking real money. Yeah, a person. I trade every RTH. That's when I make my real money. Can you do this with an individual stock? So I don't. I think options wise you can. I think you have to do options in order to, short a stock per se. Like, I don't think you could say go out and try to short Netflix if it's not an options contract. But yes, I trade regular trading hours, a person. What did I make today? I made a little under $900 today on one trade. CFDs for all our European viewers. Yeah, CFDs are illegal here. A person, no, I don't stream regular trading hours anymore. There was no benefit to me doing it. I wasn't getting. You probably wouldn't have ever found me if I was still trading during regular trading hours. There wasn't any new viewers. The people that do follow me are generally trading, trying to make money during that time, and aren't really engaged in the stream itself. So we kind of stopped doing. I personally on my solo stream stopped doing it. We'll still do trading with the boys on Fridays during regular trading hours. I appreciate it, a person. Eventually, obviously, we'll pivot back to doing that when we can compete with the guys who have 100, 200, 300,000 subscribers. Yeah, I have no problems doing it. But right now, if we want to see any kind of channel growth or attract a new audience of any kind, we have to not be competing with the big boys, so to speak. Oh, streaming on Discord? A lot of the traders hang out in the voice chat during the trading session. I know Kevin's in there nearly every day, talking trading, streaming his charts, and going over trade ideas with people. You're more than welcome to pop in there and hang out and say what's up. I don't hang out in there a whole lot because I got a lot going on. Like usually during, I'll trade for a couple hours and then I'll work on the YouTube side of things for a few hours throughout the day as well. So I'm not 100% engaged in being in Discord all day, especially now that I stream at night too. It's grueling being in front of a camera for hours on end. But I'll pop into the voice chat from time to time and say hello, check in on everybody. But no, I'm not really doing it live during the trading day. But there are a lot of guys that hang out in the voice chat and talk and trade together during the day. So feel free to pop in there. If you see them in there, go in there and introduce yourself. Say what's up. They're all very friendly people. And they'll answer any questions that you have. Oh, share my screens all day? Yeah, even that's a lot. Because when I'm editing and stuff like that, it's a lot. It's a lot going on to try and stream, and I have other work that I have to do during the day as well. So I'm not opposed when I'm in the voice chat to sharing my charts, but it takes a lot of time. Like I already stream at night now for a couple hours every night. So it's to get in there and stream all day every day would be a lot. I would understand maybe if I was, Kevin on Discord. Kevin FK is his name. He'll probably pop in and say what's up in the stream here tonight if he's not out to dinner or out with his wife or something like that. But yeah, they do hang out in there pretty frequently. You'll see more people during the summertime as well because a lot of our Discord is like college or uni students from the UK. So it'll be a little more active here in the coming months in the Discord. Right now, they're all the college kids are trying to get ready for finals and doing their final thesis papers and essays and all that. So it's a little quiet compared to what it normally is right now in the Discord. But it'll pick up. You'll see names that you haven't seen in a little while in there. But yeah, Kevin's more than happy to help a lending hand where he can. He's been trading, I want to say 12 or 13 years. Now, don't get me wrong, his charts will blind you. He's definitely a white chart trader with I don't know how many indicators the man puts on his charts, but it will blind you. Is Kevin on my channel Level Up? Kevin is on the, yeah, he's on the Discord. Kevin is in the Discord. Oh, you like the white backgrounds? Yeah. Every time I go to view his charts, it's like a flashbang. It hits your eyes so hard, especially when you trade on well, you see what my charts are. They're black. I'm thinking about purchasing a new monitor for these streams as well, because I don't have like a 4K monitor or anything, and I don't know how it comes across on stream. Like, I don't know if my price accesses and my time accesses and all that, if all the lettering is yeah, it's Kevin A. What trading platform do I use? A person, yes, it's Kevin F.K. That's Kevin. The time is now. What's up, Porch? Yeah, Porch. GLOBEX is going to be a normal thing, a routine thing for the immediate future. The time is now. My trading platform is called Quant Tower. It's similar to like your Ninja Trader, your Trade-Of-8, Thinkorswim, Schwab. You know, this is the platform. Yeah, of course, a person. Yeah, everybody in there's ready and willing to, like, if you have any questions, in fact, any of you watching, any of you new people watching, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to put them in that main chat, in the trading chat in there on the floor section. What are my main signals? So the time is now. I'm a support and resistance trader. So what I'm looking for is specifically in these candles, right? I'm looking for wick and reclaims, so like price to wick down and reclaim the bottom of this level for a long position, or a rejection underneath this level, kind of like what you're seeing right now. I should have taken it. I wasn't paying attention again. I was paying attention to the chat. And I'm looking for the rejection for the short down. My target would be this next level to the downside, right? So I never did any I never was profitable with any indicator-based strategies. I had to eliminate all that, eliminate all the clutter, eliminate all the noise, and just find key areas. So that's the way that I've traded for a long time. A long time now. And it's what works for me. It may not work for everybody, but it's what works for me. It allows me to have large targets, and my risk is minimal. It's defined. You know, I'm not chasing anything. Another signal that I use now is, you know, the mean reversion play. Goose's glizzy indicator here. You know, buy zone, sell zone. Find when price is overextended to either side and play the reversion back towards the mean. But those are really my two setups. So I'm looking for wick and reclaims or break and retests of said levels of these gray areas that you see on my chart. And I do this for all of these indexes as well. I do them for the ES as well, the YM too. But those are my two main setups: break and retests, wick and reclaims. But as far as what the candles are showing, those are the two things that I'm looking for. And obviously I look at the DOM too to see where interest is. On my other screen, you guys can't see it right now, but you can see the DOM here. Interest is definitely to the top side right now with these two big blocks up here around between 20,080 and 20,090. But like I said, I'm looking for yesterday's overnight lows down at 960 to get tested, and it looks like it's playing out right now as I'm explaining all this. Mason, I should have taken the short if you're still around. Called it out, didn't take it. DCD, yeah, I had a decent day. I only took one trade today. With FOMC on Wednesday, I would kind of wanted to be risk averse, kind of patient. I was long from 20,040. I got trailed out at 20,085. My target was 20,120. So I got halfway there. And price did eventually get there. I just didn't hold on to it for long enough. NQ Tings. NQ Tings, DCD. You got a trail. How'd you trade today, DCD? I didn't really see you around much today. Did you trade at all today? Or were you at work? Nice. Thanks for the sub. Cade, no, I'm not on the personal. I'm on either Top Step or Take Profit. When you see me on the Glizzy charts that you see, you'll know I'm on my Take Profit Trader account. And then I'm on my Top Step account. You can see what account I'm trading, right? Like up here in these boxes where you see the symbols, right next to it shows what account that I'm trading. So you'll know. If it says Rhythmic over here, this means the Take Profit Trader account. How much do I think is luck on trades? There is an element of luck to it, right? Like nobody knows with 100% certainty what's going to happen. Especially with Trump in office, you never know when that tweet's going to come out and it's just going to go against you and wreck you. But you know, you watch. It's all about patterns, right? Like when you see things happen time and time again in the market, and certain setups repeat themselves over and over and over again, the probabilities swing heavily in your favor that you're going to be right on that trade. Like right now, you know, most of the chat was long to begin the night, yet I was looking short, and I was the only one looking short, right? But look at what's happened. I said I was looking for a short from 20,020. Had I actually gotten to the trade right now, I would be up $700 on the position. So like you can see the probabilities swing highly in your favor, right? Like after you recognize some patterns, you know, you do a lot of studying, a lot of chart analysis, you can kind of see things develop over and over and over again, and you just play those high probability setups, and that's all that you play. But is there an element of luck to it? Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's an element of luck to trading. You never know what's going to happen while you're in a trade. For sure, anything could happen. But you take trades where the probabilities are in your favor. Right? It's kind of like being a professional gambler. Megamind, no, I don't want to see anything short side really until I see what happens down here at this point. Right? Like I would fully expect price to come down here and test these lows. Khaled. Now, DCD is a good trader. If you guys haven't, I mentioned it yesterday on stream as well. Definitely, if you're a member of the Discord, level up. Which, if you're not, there's a free link in the description down below the video. Feel free to join. It is an entirely free Discord. We're not selling you anything. But if you go read DCD's trading plan and journal, he does a lot of preparation. Like, the kind of preparation that it takes to be successful. Where what DCD is struggling with right now is the emotional side of trading, which is very hard to overcome. You know, the psychological side says, you know, as you progress in trading, there's so many times where you'll be down on the session, right? You'll be red. You'll take that first trade. It'll be a loser. It'll be a decent size loser, but enough to still continue to trade throughout the session. But then what inevitably happens is you dig yourself out, right? FOMOing into a position, okay? You dig yourself out of a hole. And then you do it the exact same thing the very next day. And then the next day. And what that does is that it positively reinforces a bad behavior. And so you continue to do it. But then what happens that one time that it doesn't work in your favor, you blow up, right? Like, so that's what we all as traders, that's one of the biggest obstacles that we all overcome, is knowing that, hey, I need to set a limit on what my daily loss is going to be, and I need to shut it down. Like, I need to walk away and not continue to trade. Because a lot of trading is the psychological warfare that you play in your head, right? Like, oh man, I've dug myself out of this $800 hole many a times. I can do it again. No, it doesn't work like that. It definitely doesn't work like that. I'm guilty of it still as well too. It's not just DCD or anybody else, you know. I'm guilty of it too, but that's one of the biggest battles we as traders face is being rewarded for bad behavior, you know. Yeah, in DCD, you're not alone, brother. Like, I didn't mean to call you out specifically. I was just using you as an example as to what, because I know what you're going through right now. But I think you're on that. I think you're finally getting to that point where it's going to click and you're going to eliminate that emotional side of trading, right? Like, because in reality, we want to almost be emotionless, almost robotic with our trading. And once we do that, you know, we find our success rate is 70 to 80% winning trades, trading the same setup over and over and over again, and having the same risk per trade over and over and over again. And it's not your strategy that changes as you progress throughout your trading journey. What changes is your size and your risk as the account grows, right? Like, you trade the same setups, you just add another contract. So that's the progression that we all should be striving for. But to those of you that are new here, a lot of these guys have been following my trading for, I don't know, 2 years now. They know that I really don't take a whole lot of trades, but when I do, generally, sometimes they're big trades. Or at least I consider them big trades. Let's put it that way. I mean, some others might not consider it big trades, but, you know, $2,000 trades are big trades for me. Also, if you're new here and lurking, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to support the channel, Mason and I would both appreciate it. I will be streaming pretty much every night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So feel free to come hang out. I enjoy actually doing these GLOBEX streams and hanging with you guys. So it's been an entirely different vibe than the RTH streams. DCD, you're good. See, DCD, like, I know you come from kind of like a gambling background, so eliminating that itch that, you know, every like professional gambler has is very difficult. Very, very difficult. Because it's a mindset that you have to all of a sudden flip off, right? You know, all these guys out there posting videos, whether it be in gambling, you know, playing slots online, or in trading, where they're posting massive gains, the gurus, so to speak. Yeah, DCD, yeah, that's pretty much what you got to do. Like, I thoroughly enjoy watching exposed videos. He's a funny dude. I enjoy watching his videos, but at the same time, the dude's losing $1 million a night sometimes. You know, that's just not real. It's not realistic. But he also has an entire team behind him. He's built a conglomerate almost with his channel, right? Like, and that's what's going on in the trading world now too, is these big influencers have these massive teams, these massive businesses behind them. They have a marketing department, they have advertising, they have a team of editors to put out their content. You know, they have all this money that they're bringing in, so they're trading. They can take massive risk and go for big trades, huge trades. But they can also take massive losses and it not bother them, and not, you know, and in the end, it's not really good trading. It's just they swung for the fences and hit one every now and then, you know. We're looking for consistency. We're looking for small, consistent growth. If you're in this for the long haul, you know, if the end game is to be trading, you know, 15, 20 years down the line, have trading as your profession, that's the way to do it. It's not going to be swinging for the fences. While that would be nice, you know, to have one day where you make $5 million, that's just not the reality for 99.9% of us out there. What's up, Brian? How you doing on the West Coast? How's San Diego? Did you enjoy your rainstorm last night? Nice, Anthony. Thanks. Appreciate you. It's still kind of rainy in San Diego, Brian? Yeah, that's definitely rare. I mean, you get rain like what, 2 times a year, maybe? 2 times a year in San Diego? That's crazy. Yeah, enjoy it. Anthony, thank you so much, brother. Yeah, guys, if you want to support the channel, so what I'm doing for the people who sign up for YouTube channel memberships, as sort of my way of saying thank you for supporting the channel, I have set up a private channel on my Discord that's going to give you access to my pre-market trading plans and charts and levels each morning. I always do a pre-market trading plan regardless of whether I post on Discord or stream or do whatever. Those people that were in Good Gains a couple years ago know what my trading plans look like and know what my levels look like, what my charts look like each morning. But it's my way of saying thank you to you guys for supporting the channel. Generally, today there was well, let's see. On the move from 20,000, if you caught the move that I laid out, 20,030 to 20,120, that's 90 points. That is a $1,700 trade if you just blindly traded my trading plan today on one E-mini contract. So those people that are purchasing memberships will have access to that, and it will only be them. But that's my way of saying thank you for becoming a member of my channel and supporting the channel. Brian, how'd you trade today, brother? Did you trade today? And for those of you that are members as well, those trading plans, I'm going to try to have them on that section of the Discord by 9 a.m. Eastern, so 30 minutes before market opens, so that you guys have that kind of what I'm looking at. Yeah, you do more rice. So there is one caveat. You have to link your YouTube account to your Discord profile in order to gain access. As soon as you do that, the channel will appear, and because if you don't, it won't. The bot does not engage if that's not happening. But everybody who has a YouTube account, as long as they link it to their Discord profile, you will gain access if you have a channel membership. So it's all automated at this point. And then each morning I will post that trading plan with my charts and levels and what I'm looking for and my possible targets, my key levels, all that you will be able to see. It'll kind of be like what you saw in Good Gains, more rice. And those from those people that were in Good Gains a long time ago know, the ones that paid attention know how valuable that was. Definitely worth $5 a month, I would say, right? I mean, shoot, today I called out a 90 point, well, really, I called out a 90 point trade and a near 160 point trade. So it's worth $5 a month. If I was getting that information back in the day, I would spend the $5 a month. Let's put it that way. No. So there's a person. So yes, that is where I chat. That's where I chat with people. But what we're talking about as far as the trading plans and stuff are concerned, those are going to be exclusively for YouTube channel members. So like not subscribers, but actually people that have purchased the membership to my YouTube channel is what we're talking about. It's really cheap, but it's a way to incentivize those people that support the channel and have donated to the channel pretty much. Brian, I made just shy of $900. I only took one trade today. Once I saw the grind up happening, I kind of yeah, I wasn't sad about it. I mean, last week I had a great week, Brian, and any trade where I take one day and I'm in profit, I'm happy with. As long as I'm not losing money, I'm content. I'm completely content. Brian, I haven't talked to Goose yet. I'm pretty sure he's going to be on Wednesday, though. Wednesday night with me. Brian, have you been sipping on the bourbon again? You been sipping on that bourbon? It's a little early your time, isn't it? What time is it your time? Is it 6 p.m. your time? Yeah, I figured you had that bourbon going already. Brian, after I hop off stream here, I might hop in Goose's voice chat for a minute if you want to hang out for a little bit when I'm done. I'll hop over there and keep you company for a little bit if you got time. Did you put the kids to bed yet? All right. Yeah, we'll hop over there afterwards. I was looking, Brian, I was looking at the short from 20,020 here. I just was paying attention to the chat, not talking or not paying attention to what was going on. But the chat was long, thinking the market was going to go up. I like the short side. I should have got in. He goes to bed at 9 p.m. Okay. Yeah, I'll hop over there. I got to talk to Goose anyway. Got to make sure he's good for Wednesday. The man's a busy man. I never know. Yeah, I like the short side too. Hey, DCD. There you go, brother. Yes, sir. Thanks for supporting the channel, DCD. Yeah, guys, when you do purchase that membership, just make sure your YouTube account is linked to your Discord profile, and you'll have access to that channel. Like I said, I will try and post those analysis by 9 a.m. Eastern Standard, my time, so that you have them with enough time to, you know, draw levels on your charts and see what my game plan is for the session. I'll probably just do NQ for a little bit, but eventually I'll probably branch out and do the other tickers as well. I just know NQ a lot better than I know any of the other ones. How do you link YouTube to Discord? Let's see here. Hey, person, you're PSU on Discord, correct? Here, let me copy this link. I'm gonna post it in the main chat, right? There you go. Or you can just use Mason. Or Mason's still awake. But I'll post this link here in the Discord so you guys can all, if you need to link it at some point, you can do so. Anybody in a trade right now? I obviously missed mine. And like I said, I don't really chase my entries anymore. I'm way past that point. I'm looking for price to come down into this area. Oh, Mason, you already... Yeah. Yeah, here's the one thing about streaming, right, that I've noticed. Hey, Khaled, if you're watching, hit that more button. That more, the ... more. I see you. That's where all the links are hidden. They're in the description on YouTube. Sorry guys. I see what's going on over here in Discord, and I'm trying to I'm trying to get this everything figured out here. I'm expecting a little more downside. Like I said before we even got out of this little chop zone here, I'm expecting a move down into this area. 960. We want to test yesterday's lows. It only makes sense to. I would even expect a clean sweep. You got support 1 pivot in this zone as well. At that point, I would be looking for, like what I said earlier, the setup I said earlier, wick and reclaims of this level. Or we could continue further down to this next pivot down here in this 840 to 860 area. There is a level here at 900, but I don't generally like operating around those psych levels. I'd rather wait for, you know, more confluence myself, but that's just me. Mason, sorry, you got. I know you're playing admin right now. I can see it all going on in the Discord. I'm sorry, sorry, brother. I'm live. I can't help. Oh, man. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Thanks for those of you that hit that subscribe button. Thanks for those that signed up for memberships as well. I really appreciate it. The love and support means the world to both Mason and myself. We are a two-man team currently. Hey, Goose. Goose, actually, when I get off here, I'm probably going to hop into your voice chat. Brian and I are going to probably hop in there for a little bit. Oh, Khaled, nice. All right, you figured it out. Good. Good. Yeah, like when I'll probably wrap up here because I'm not gonna catch. I missed my trade. I was busy talking to the chat. Brian's already there. He's already sipping. He's already sipping. I missed my trade that I called out earlier. I was distracted, and it's already happened, and I'm not gonna go chase. I'm not gonna go chase the trade at this point. Guys, for those of you that don't know, Banana Bread Trades right here is when I mention Goose, that's Goose. He's a very good trader as well and has a Discord too, entirely free. Lots of good educational content on his Discord. He also has a YouTube channel as well that's very good. He explains his strategy in detail. He is the one who created the Glizzy Clipper indicator that you see here. Very knowledgeable. Very good trader. As far as I know, he will be on Wednesday evening. We will discuss. I will ask him again when I hop in his voice chat after the stream as well, just to verify. Yeah, Goose is. We've known each other for we've known about each other for a while, but we both come from the Good Gains family tree, so to speak. And what was it before that? It was Chart Bulls, wasn't it? I think it was Chart Bulls before that. Yeah, it was Chart Bulls, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, more rice. You know you're a real one when you remember it was Chart Bulls before it was ever Good Gains. You know you're a real one. I mean, I like downside guys, but like I said, I'm not going to get involved being this close to this level at this point. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to see if we get kind of a sweep of these lows, come down into this area, maybe come down and tap this pivot and look for, I might look for a move back up a little bit, you know, back up into 20K, but that could take a while to play out with how dead volume is this evening. And it's probably going to be like this tomorrow night as well. I'm sure leading into FOMC, you're probably just going to be pretty range bound. You know, you might get some tests on either side of swing highs and swing lows, but I would assume we're going to be fairly range bound until Wednesday. I know we do have some earnings. Like it's still, this evening was Palantir. I forget who else, what other big one. Hims, I think, was this evening as well. But I haven't looked at Earnings Whisperer either. So I don't know what's in store for earnings the rest of the week. I've kind of been getting over the derby hangover, so to speak. Rice, how'd you trade today? Using your perks. Yeah, you like the stickers? Khaled? Yeah, I need to make one for Goose still, too, I think. Need to put his Goose is always watching sticker up there. Well, guys, I'm probably not going to be getting into any trade. Yeah, always. Always watching. Even when you think he's not, he's watching. I'm probably not going to take any trade tonight. My read for the rest of the night will be obviously what I just said. My read from earlier is already played out. I'm not going to go chasing. Oh, you trade. Oh, no, Rice. When that happens, like when I'm not trading well, Rice, generally I take a day away from trading. Like I'll still look at watch charts and watch price action, but either I'll trade on a practice account for a session or just take the day off completely, and kind of like reset my emotions, reset my mental. And generally that helps quite a bit. But yeah, I would be looking at, we kind of bounced 980 here, but I would be looking for the move down into this level on the overnight, you know, sweep these lows from this morning on the overnight session from last night, and see what happens when we hit this pivot down here at around 950. But that would be my read for the rest of the night. Yeah, market is tough sometimes. That would be my read for the rest of tonight, or at least, you know, till London session, to see if we can get some support to step up here and bounce back up into this zone, this 20,020 to 20,040. But other than that, I'm probably not going to trade tonight. Risk off scenario for me unless we get a glizzy print, which it doesn't look like. ES is the closest. I guess NQ kind of got close here. Wow, NQ actually had some bangers after 4 o'clock here. I didn't even notice those went off. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, for another GLOBEX stream. Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Thanks to all you who did hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Thanks to all you who joined the members. Your support means the world. And I will try to deliver with my trading plans and analysis once again on a daily basis for you. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you all tomorrow night. Peace.